This is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are from across
Across
the pond.
We are back.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Fun Friday is
It's
back.
Fun Friday.
Brah.
How was your week?
Actually went really quickly. You know, it was quite busy. I had a couple of photo shoots, had to help my mum with some cleaning jobs. Had to sell some orders out for Scentsy customers. Sorry if you can hear that noise. That's just Alfie singing. He's gone to bed, but he's not asleep yet.
That's my boy. Kitam American. Well, I would say what? I would say American Idol. Do y'all have American Idol over there? American Idol and stuff like that. Do y'all have that there?
We have yeah, Pop Idol. Well, it's not called American Idol, obviously, because we ain't in America. But yeah, we have Pop Idol or yeah.
What do you call it? Popeye.
Pop Idol.
Oh, Pop Idol.
Yeah.
Well, they should have a kids edition because I think Alfie can sing really well.
They do have a kids edition. I don't think I could get him to go on it though. To be fair.
Everybody, her son has a beautiful voice. Anywho.
Very angelic. So yeah, the week has been work. Alfie. I had somebody come and look at my car to give it some TLC because it needs a bit of a polish. Yeah.
Well, I'm weak. I just, like I said,
first week back into the grind for Rich. Sorry to interrupt
back into
you.
the real world, and ain't nothing changed. I've been working my tail off.
Not Corona.
We are now officially celebrating Juneteenth. Today is Juneteenth. You probably don't know what that is.
No, Juneteenth is Saturday the 19th. I Googled it. It's not Friday, it's Saturday.
I know, but we are celebrating it today because it's a federal holiday. So I didn't have to work.
So hold on a minute. Your first week back at work and you only do 4 days?
Yep.
Oh my God, you couldn't even write a book about it.
Yeah. I went to work last night and emails just started flooding all over the place that our president signed into law to where it's now a federal holiday. So I get federal holidays off. So booyaka, I'm off.
I want a federal holiday.
Yeah, I bet you do. You work for yourself. You can have as many holidays as you want.
Yeah, then you don't get paid. Come on.
Oh, but check this out, though. In the news, you have 14 congressmen mad about it.
Well, there, you're already, you've got, so that's your week in a nutshell done, right then, yeah? Because you're skipping on to news.
I just couldn't help it. I'm into this whole Juneteenth thing.
Okay, sorry. What was the news?
The news was they had 14 congressmen vote against it. Like they didn't want to have a day off. But we can have day off for President's Day and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, you get days off for random stuff. Mind you, so do we, but just not as many as you.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't see what the problem is. I mean, they're recognizing the end of slavery. I mean, that's the least you can do for us.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, slavery weren't just in America, was it? It was all over the place. So why we can't have a day off and all, I don't know.
Pretty much, but...
So yeah, how was your first week back? Nothing has changed, you said.
I'm gonna tell you. I was running and gunning since I've been back.
And not literally, I hope.
No, not literally, but I've been like running back and forth. So like when I was away, I got a lot of rest. I'm not sleeping very well.
Okay, I totally have got this around the wrong way because I made a point actually. So excuse me to swerve left. Sorry, Esther. I'd said to myself I was going to make it a point at the beginning of every Friday show at least just to ask, are you okay? So are you okay?
I am fine.
Okay.
I am 100%.
Okay.
Grade A. Bill of health. Thank you so much for asking.
That's okay. I just figured that like touch wood and whistle, it never happens again. But let's just say like months or years down the line, I might say to you, are you okay? And one of our viewers might pick up on it and say, oh, he didn't seem his normal self. If I miss it, which I'm not going to again, but if I did,
Why, thank you.
somebody else
Thank you
might
for
pick
that
up
much.
on it. So we all eyes and ears for you. Don't worry about that.
And you know what I was told? I was told not to say.
I'm
This is
fine
just
or
what I was
okay.
told. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. And I'm like, and I didn't catch on to it. Someone broke it down to me. A lot of people use that as like, an easy out.
Yeah, so that as soon as people you hear that, they're like, okay, gone. But which is why I listened. You just said, I'm fine. And I was like, oh, just fine. But I didn't say anything. And then you said, I'm 100%. I was like, okay, that's good enough. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Next,
fine.
move on. Okay, anyway. He's fine, people.
Yes, I'm fine.
He's not fine. He's 100%.
Juneteenth,
Mm-hmm.
end of slavery.
Yeah. You get a holiday and we don't.
Hey, you need to bring that up to your parliament or whatever y'all call that.
Well, to be fair, let's skip to the news because what I could have talked about last week on Sunday, but we didn't do news because it was all about us, stroke you. Your president's actually skipped over here at the minute. I don't know if he's still here now, but he was last week. Old Biden and his wife have come for a G7 summit or something.
Yeah, and then he sat down with Putin, our president. And you know what I'm starting to like? The government stuff is starting to become boring again. Once again, it's starting to become boring.
Okay, do you know what I don't like is there's still it's just all a ploy, this whole corona thing. Like in the papers and in the news, when Joe Biden was here and this G7 summit was going to go ahead, they had a press picture of everybody from these big countries sat like 2 meters apart with their mask on, click. Fast forward 3-4 hours later, no masks on, and they all got a party rubbing shoulders with each other. That's the next photo that come out.
That's the question you got to ask. Are they all vaccinated?
Don't matter, because if you read the question and answers that I gave out when Mason was on the show, and it says, if I've had both vaccinations, can I still socialize with people? No, you can't. Does it mean you're going to be immune? No, it doesn't. So,
well, I hate to say it here. Wearing a mask are optional. Some places you don't have to wear a mask at all. Some places are required.
Have you got the Indian variant there yet?
I wouldn't know.
Because I heard on the news the other day.
I wouldn't know.
We was meant to have all our lockdowns lifted on the 21st of June. Remember I told you first how many months ago it weren't going to happen? Lo and behold, it's been extended for at least another 4 weeks. Then they're going to evaluate it again after that. So hold on, this is very important.
Go for it.
It's been extended because of the Indian variant. There's been a rise in cases of corona, but 84 people that have got this new Indian variant have already had both jabs.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying.
When someone says to me, are you going to have the jab? For what? Because when another country or another variant comes, I ain't safe.
This is why you get the jab. And I explain this to somebody. It's not to say that you can't get the virus. What it does is it keeps you from dying from the virus. Because once you get on that
ventilator, if it's a different variant, it's not.
Once you get on that ventilator, it's a wrap. Once you have a machine helping you breathe, very seldom people come back from it. Knock on wood, not to say you couldn't, but if you get on that ventilator,
I'm sticking to my guns.
Jesus.
These vaccines are an experiment. These vaccines are an experiment. You wait years down the line, people are going to have issues and problems. Like you get these adverts. Were you in a car accident 10 years ago? Did you get sacked from work 10 years ago? You could be entitled to make a claim. Wait, 10 years time, they're going to say, did you have the coronavirus? You could be entitled to make a claim if you had the vaccine.
Well, hey, ain't no telling.
Wait there, because you heard it here first, folks. 10 years time.
And I'll be right in line to get that little check.
Yeah, and I'll be here saying, I told you so.
Get it. You ain't gonna get it because you ain't got the shot.
Because that's what I'm saying. I'll be sitting here with 100 bill of health because I never had no dodgy vaccine.
I have 100% of bill of health too. I'm 100% bill of health.
That you know of. You don't know what's growing in there under that vaccine. Anyway, Other news. What else has happened? God, a whole heap of stuff to say, and this bloody corona always gets us to go left.
I know, Corona
Joe
needs its own
Biden's in
little
the
section.
UK, corona.
Yeah, now Putin, everybody's a little mad at President Biden because of Putin and this whole conspiracy. I don't want to say conspiracy theory, but I'm going to say it anyway. Conspiracy theory of Russia hacking all our stuff. And then they sat down and said that they're not, I guess they had a nuclear treaty where they're not going to bomb each other or whatever the case may be. Well, our president's getting a whole lot of flack. Like, how can you trust him? He done hacked into our stuff, and you just going to sit there and just be buddy with him. And I'm like this. He wasn't there for all that. There's time and place for certain stuff.
I hear you, but people like to make the most of every opportunity. But funny you should say about hacking, because at least every day this week, one of my things has emailed me saying, thank you for trying to get in. Here is your passcode to reset your password. You've got 15 minutes before this password expires. So some bugger somewhere is trying to hack into my stuff. Putin, if it's you, get the fudge out, because you ain't getting in any of my stuff.
Well, you're supposed to be changing your passwords every so often anyway.
I know, but who actually does that until it tells you to change your password?
See, I do mine like that. Well, sorry, then at my job, you have like 30 days and then it'll kick you out. I wouldn't even say 30 days.
I'm just going to make it. I'm just making a note of something I just remembered that I'll speak about at the end. Not corona. Okay. I meant the cough want corona, not what I want to speak about.
All right, it's Fun Friday. Let's get off of corona.
Let's get on. Now, I'm a bit disappointed about this topic that we set to speak about today, right, in a way. Because we had our Wednesday meeting, and across the pond, both sides of the pond was absolutely blazing squad. Pure blue skies. There weren't a cloud, a bit of cotton wool, nothing anywhere to be seen. I got myself a tan. Can you see that tan line?
Yeah, I can see that tan line.
Yeah, I got myself a tan. I was, yes. What happened? Ever since yesterday, it has been peeing it down with rain.
It's a shite.
The subject was summer, and I feel like we have jinxed it.
I'm telling you, I'm blaming everything on global warming because, like you, it was cooking out here for like the last 4 or 5 days, and now we got thunderstorms out the galore.
We did have it for a good week, solid.
We got thunderstorms on a lineup coming here. That's all.
You know what? I will say that, because we still talk about summertime,
Oh, yeah,
we're talking anything summertime, food, clothes, beaches, whatever. But
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince said it well. Summertime. Summertime. Sit back and relax and rewind. I think I said it right.
You just dropped the bomb saying about global warming, right? Now, anytime anybody thinks of, my eye's twitching, and you get a trapped nerve. When anyone mentions England, they say that it's just rain, constant rain. And to be fair, it does rain a lot. But when I was younger, I remember the year had specifically 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. You had the spring where the flowers come up. You had the summer where the 6 weeks that you had off holiday was blazing squad outside. Your mum would open the back door. You'd skip off out in your shorts and vest, come back brown, whatever. Then you had autumn, the leaves fell off the trees. You went back to school. Then you had winter. It might snow, Christmas, whatever. Now, it's one big autumn with an odd week of sun in there. There's no seasons anymore. Is it the same over there?
Yeah. Well, technically, there's only 2 seasons. It's winter and summer.
Well,
that's it. This spring and autumn and all that, they made that up through history. But I'm telling you, there's only 2 seasons, and that's winter and summer. And the way it is now, I don't know what's what. One day it's cold as I don't know what, and the next day it's 80 degrees.
Yeah.
I wonder how the old people were taking it.
I don't know if that is global warming or the planet's just changed or what's occurring, but if it could go back to 4 seasons, that would be great.
Yeah, because I used to say I'm a fall baby. I couldn't tell what it is now. I'm just a born either in the summer or the winter.
Oh, I can't get away with that. I'm
So what you
always
do for the summer? What do you do for the summer? Enough with this global warming
weather
stuff. What do you do
dependent.
for the summer?
Weather dependent.
Weather dependent. What do you do
As
for the
soon
summer?
as the weather's nice, I've got to go to the beach. You know, even if it's just day trips. Which last weekend was it? Last weekend?
That picture on the Instagram with you showing your toes.
Maybe, but I took Alfie to. Well, I've been to the beach about 3 times in the last 2 weeks, and then I took Alfie to the beach as well. So you got to go to the beach, man. And I'm telling you, you can't go to the beach. Well, beaches are different here. Can't go to the beach in England without A, putting your toes in the sand and in the water. B, actually 4 things. B, getting a shell from the beach. C, eating a bag of chips from the chip shop, fish and chip shop at the beach with salt and vinegar. And C, having a Mr. Whoopi 99 ice cream.
Okay, now chips, people, is French fries for us.
They're not French fries, they're chips. They're what you call like steak chips.
Steak fries is what she's talking about. Is what she's talking about, people, for us Americans. When she says chips, she ain't talking about Lay's.
When you have chips when you have fries, steak fries, whatever, do you have salt and vinegar on them?
You can put salt and vinegar on them, yeah.
See, now, if you go to the
you have that option.
At the seaside from the chip shop, you got to have salt and vinegar. Otherwise, they ain't the same. And they give you a wooden fork to eat it with. What's got 2 prongs on, wooden fork. It's about this big, and sometimes they wrap it in newspaper.
Well,
that's why there's a saying: if someone says something bad about you, someone says, "Oh, don't worry, tomorrow that'll be tomorrow's chip paper." That's where that comes from, because they wrap your chips in newspaper.
You heard it here first. They wrap your potatoes in newspaper.
Sprinkle salt and vinegar and give you a wooden fork with 2 prongs.
They give you a little small pitchfork.
Yes, that is authentic fish and chip chips.
That is authentic fish and
chips. Chop chips.
I'm gonna tell you, in the summertime, I don't like to eat a lot of hot food. I like salads, like tuna salad, tuna mac salad, potato
chicken salad,
mac salad, seafood salad, crab salad.
Do you like Caesar salad?
Yeah.
Love Caesar salad. Chicken Caesar salad.
What I'm saying is my summertime food, summertime, you can't have summer without hamburgers and hot dogs.
Barbecue, come on, barbecue.
That barbecue be just be on point. And now that I'm older, I've done ventured out. I got to have steaks on the grill. I got to have ribs chicken on the grill. Back in the day, all you did was run up to your mom and dad, and they just threw a hamburger and a hot dog.
Yeah, and that was it, wasn't it?
And you went on about your business. I'm bougie now. I want a steak on the grill. I want some veggies wrapped up in aluminum foil. I'm bougie.
I actually had a barbecue the other day, but I'm not going to lie, because the garden's not quite finished yet. I just bought a chuck away barbecue. So basically you just use it once and then chuck it away. Do you have them there?
Yeah, them disposable
So I bought one
grills.
of them. Yeah. And I had lamb burgers rather than beef burgers. What? Oh my God, they were a beaut.
That sounds delicious. I still got this exotic meat in my freezer that I haven't ate
Well,
yet.
we still can't talk about that. Sorry, because you wanted to talk about it with Roy. So it's too late. I don't want to hear about it now. You'll have to wait.
Too bad. I still
Oh my God, can you actually see my eye doing that twitchy thing?
Mm-hmm. You know what it is? Because God don't like ugly. That's why. You just cut me straight off with that whole... Oh, we don't want to talk about your wild...
Listen, you cut me off the first time I asked you, how was your ostrich burger? I don't want to talk to you about it. I'm going to talk to Roy. So now karma comes around. I don't want to talk to you about it now.
Mm-hmm. So it's biting both of us in the tail. Also, I have yet to be to the beach. I agree with you. Summertime is a beach thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see people who live by a beach and go there in like the winter or the fall time. I think beach is just barren. But as soon as that sun come out,
it's ramshackle.
And it's out consecutively, man, it is beach time. July for us is the time to go to the beach, unless you got money like that and you can go on a vacation
Can you
or what
find
you call a
shells on the
holiday.
beach where you are?
Yes.
Hmm.
You can find a whole lot of stuff on the beach depending on the beach you go to.
Well, yeah, there is that. But every time I go to the beach, I must get a shell and bring it home.
Now, is there particular shells that you grab?
No, I just can't stand
the
it if they're.
prettiest one?
I just can't stand it if they're broken or chipped. So I could be there for some time looking for one.
Now, do you collect beach glass?
Only if it's in a shape. Like I got a heart-shaped white bit the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm old school. I didn't know anything about beach glass until maybe 4 or 5 years ago, where kids were collecting beach glass, and I was like, where did that come from? Like a bottle or something that was just washed up on the beach? But it's actually beach glass. It's actually because sand is glass.
Yeah, if you look at it
right?
under the microscope, like all those tiny, tiny grains, then you'll be able to see it.
Yeah. So there's kids and stuff that collect beach glass, and I'm interested in the next time that I go to the beach to try to find me some.
Get in. Get yourself a collection of beach glass.
Now, I could be wrong.
Just sideswerving and going back to food. I do agree with you. Like in the hot weather, you wouldn't think it to look at me because you don't get this physique from not eating. But when it's hot, I don't want to eat. I just want to drink. It's too hot to eat.
It's hard to eat when it's real hot.
Let's not get it twisted. I did buy 2 5-pack boxes of ice lollies the other day, and they were gone in about 3 days. I don't really class that as food. It's just ice on a stick.
Ice lollies.
Yeah.
Is that a freeze pop?
A freeze pop. You're talking about ice pops in a plastic.
It comes in a plastic.
No, it's on a lolly. It's got a wooden lolly stick.
A popsicle.
It's called an ice lolly.
But we call them popsicles here, people. We can
What ice ones? A popsicle is just a sweet on a stick, ain't it?
That's a lollipop. If you're talking about candy on a stick and you're licking on it, that's a lollipop. But a popsicle is a popsicle that's just fruit and ice.
Yeah, fruit and
ice. On a stick.
Yeah, and I had twirly tutti fruity ones. I'm not gonna lie, I could literally lick off about 2 or 3 boxes in one go and not even.
I'm gonna tell you what they don't have that they used to have when I was a kid: a pudding pop.
What? Is that cake? Is that cake on a stick?
No. Oh. You know chocolate pudding or vanilla pudding?
What, like sponge cake?
No, it's like mousse.
Like Angel Delight?
I don't know what Angel Delight is. But you know what mousse is, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's pudding. And it used to come on a stick. And you want to talk about good? Them pudding pops used to be the bomb back in the day. And then they came out with, it was chocolate, vanilla, and then they had chocolate and vanilla swirl. Then they had the banana and the chocolate. Oh my God.
See, now they had mousse like that frozen in a plastic tub with a cardboard lid on. Like they were really cheap. And I used to love them. And I remember
ice cream in a cup. I got some of those in my freezer right now.
Only a few years ago, I saw them again in the shop, and I was like, 10 for 99p. That's a bargain. Oh, they tasted.
And they were like little. They were like little sundaes in a cup.
Yeah, but they're not the same anymore.
Did they come with like a wooden spoon?
No spoon. Just a cardboard lid with a little.
So they had a little cardboard thing that you would pop off, and then it came with like a little wooden spoon. Mm-hmm. So tear them joints up.
Let's go back to summer. Are you flip-flops or not flip-flops?
I'm going to tell you right now, I will rock a pair of flip-flops, but I'm telling you right now, I think I got pretty feet, so I like to have closed-toe shoes, because if I stub my toe, that's the end of the day.
But do you know that if you walk, this is partly the reason why I always got to put my feet in the sand. When you walk in the sand, that's actually a natural exfoliator for your feet.
Oh yeah.
That's why when you come back off, your feet will be smooth like a baby's bum.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I like flip flops, but I'm gonna tell you, being a military man, flip flops are actually called shower shoes.
Shower shoes.
Yeah, we would use flip flops for shower shoes because you would wear those in the shower because of so many people that you would have to share a shower with, that you would have to wear shower shoes. So shower shoes as an adult are actually just flip flops.
Not sliders.
No.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
See, now, you know me, I love
Now
shoes.
there's slides now. They're, adults wear slides now. I don't see too many grown men wearing flip flops unless they're like, we call them Jesus sandals, but
Oh no,
they're
Jesus
like
sandals are
leather.
totally different. They're sandals with Velcro straps. They should A, never be worn by anybody under the age of 70, and B, never worn with socks by anybody ever.
There you
Just putting
go.
that out there.
I'm agreeing with you with socks.
I know, I've seen a photo and you've got some on, and I had to quickly slide past that because I thought, nah,
Yo, I had some sandals
I'll
and my
pretend I never
nephews
saw
and
that.
my sons just tore me apart. They were like, "What are those?" And I'm like, "These are sandals." And they just would not let me, they would not let me live it down. My son
Good.
was like, "Dad, you better wear slides from now on. Don't be wearing them Jesus sandals."
Yeah, you're not 80 yet. No, that is not a good
But
look.
then on top of that, I will rock a pair of nice sandals that they're closed toed though. A nice pair of dress shorts and a shirt, polo.
I can't
Can't
say
tell
if
me
I've ever
nothing with
seen
that one.
men's closed toe sandals, but
You've never seen a pair? Oh man.
not
I'm
men's.
trying to think if I have a pair. On our Wednesday meeting, if I have a pair, I have to show them to you.
I'm scared to see what they look like. But anyway, you know me, I love shoes, right? Heels, love them. But when the sun's out, I like to live in flip-flops. I love me some flips. All different colors, same style in 5 different colors. You need them. They are
I'm
life.
gonna tell you, I stub a toe. It's a wrap. That ruins my whole day. I hit my toe last night, and it was like a come to Jesus meeting. I hit my big toe. It hurt so bad that I was just like, "Ooh, summertime just ain't gonna be right." My toes is all jacked up.
Oh, you shouldn't
Now,
be so clumsy.
I know, right? Now, in the summertime, do you think men should get their feet done?
Do I think
Pedicure.
men should get their feet done?
If you want them to wear open toe shoes, I think it's only fair. Now, this is the only thing that I think is metrosexual, and I will do it, and that's get my feet done.
Do you mean professionally?
Yes, professionally.
Okay, I don't necessarily think men or women need to get them done professionally if they look after them themselves. If you trim your nails on a regular, cream your foot every day. For women, paint their toenails, because let's be honest, feet ain't the best looking at the best of times. So,
I got some pretty feet. They long, but I got some pretty feet.
I don't think you need to get them done professionally. If you want to, knock yourself out. But I don't.
I've seen some toes on some men. You know what I mean? Being in the military and stuff. Yeah, they need some help. We need help.
But that's because they're lazy.
Man, listen here. We need help. At least do it like once a month.
No. It's because they're lazy and they've let them get like that. If you keep on top of it, all you got to do is trim them once a week. Yeah, claws ain't necessary for nobody. You just got to trim them up once a week. Oh, this eye is really getting on my nerves. You got to trim them up once a week, cream them every day. Jobs are good un.
Once a month, fellas. That's how I say.
But it is the same for women. I say polish. You know me, I like my polish nails. This goes for nails and toes, right? Ladies and men. Some men I see now like their fingers and toes.
Oh no.
Painted.
Let me explain something. Hold on. I hate to cut you off because you're getting ready to get into a round that's a little too far. When I say get your feet done, that don't mean get nail polish and stuff on them. I'm talking about get that little Asian lady.
I know what you mean, but some men think it is
to clip your toenails.
Some men are getting into the old polish. Whatever floats your boat, let it float. Don't listen to him.
Going too far. That's going too far.
Let me just say, whoever's going to paint their nails, paint their toenails, as soon, this is my handy tip of the show. I might start doing this once a week, a handy tip. As soon as that starts chipping, get that off and redo it, because I'm telling you, chips do not look good. If I go into a service station or a shop and a lady goes to hand me something or serve me and she's got all chipped and bitten, nah, don't touch my stuff, please, because you look unkept and it isn't a good look.
Especially for summertime.
And people saying, but I haven't got time. 2 minutes. These nails will never have a chip. But I'm telling you, one chip, you're off. Next, on. Go.
Y'all heard it first from the nail lady over here. I'm just saying, for summertime purposes, I like to get my feet done. Just
and
because
I will also
wintertime, you got your feet all closed up.
I will also say I like to try and have matching top and tail, as in nails, like same color. So if I've got red fingernails, I've got to have red painted toenails. Doesn't always work like that, and that doesn't matter, ladies. That's fine. Color and coughs don't always have to match.
Summertime mani-pedis for you women. She says it's only good.
And can I just say one more thing? Now you got me on this subject. Do you know what I think looks weird? You know when
summertime.
You know when you have a manicure, so you have a French manicure, so you have like
I don't know what that is.
You have just the tips painted white.
Okay.
You know what I mean now?
No, but go ahead.
Like you have just the tip of the finger painted.
To me, it's all the same. You're getting your
okay, but anyway, it's called a French manicure. I find it weird when women have that done on their toes, like they have just the tip of the toenail painted. It's weird. Or even worse than that, let's go one step further. You know, women that have false nails and they put false nails on their toes. No.
What?
Just no.
So you want your feet to look like your hands. So you want your feet to look like you walking on your hands.
I don't. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's a summertime thing, ladies,
okay, I'm gonna put this out there in case Karens jump on the bandwagon and say I've been slagging off people's pedicure. Here's a default with me, and my mum's got the same. I don't have any toenail on my pinky toe.
I think that's a little too much information.
Hold on the one time that I did go to get a pedicure professionally, she went to put red polish on there and she went, oh, you don't have any nail on your little toe. I said, no, you're right, I don't. And she went, don't worry. And she put a blob of nail polish on the end to make it look like I had a nail.
A little blob. So her feet looked right in the summertime.
No, I don't bother putting a blob on there.
Colored flip-flops. Many colored flip-flops.
I let that pinky be au naturel. She ain't got nothing on there. She's
all right. Now let me ask you a question. Since we're on this whole summertime beach thing, would you ever go to a nudist beach?
And get nude, or just go to watch?
A little bit of both, because that's pretty much what you're doing anyway. If you're going to get naked and go to a nude beach, you're going to watch other naked people.
Personally, that isn't for me. However, I have ended up on one by mistake, and I only realized when we looked. I can't even remember who I was with, but I remember we looked up, and there was an old man, probably like in his 60s, standing stark bollock naked, and we were like, "Oh my god, I think we're in the wrong place." So we sharply left. But personally, that's not for me. Would you go?
Nope, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I am bougie when it comes to sand going in places it shouldn't be, and I don't like my junk just all out in the open like that. Just you playing volleyball, that just envisions people just comfortable enough to be playing volleyball and
well, yeah. I mean, what if
around with your junk out?
What if you were laying there sunbathing and a little crab came along and snapped it? You'd be out of action.
Nothing. Sand fleas, all kinds of stuff. I don't know.
Sand fleas?
Yeah. Bugs and stuff. Mm-mm.
To be fair, I would never go topless. You know, like some women go topless on a beach.
Now, I have seen that.
Yeah, of course you have. Everyone's seen that. I personally wouldn't do it. It's not for me. Now, I know people that do it. You know, I'm not even chuck her under the bus. She won't mind me saying. The dude used to do it all the time on holiday. Just, you know, wipe them out, lay there having a tan. It's not for
Well,
me. If
there's
I
not to
don't,
me. There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all ladies want to get that even tan, so
no,
I'm all
for
for it.
me, if I don't want lines, I'll just take my straps down. But I'm not getting the baps out for nothing. Sorry. I think certain things should be seen by your significant other, and that's it. You know, why are you gonna let any
That's
old
just
10 bit
like that's just like us walking around with no shirt on.
Oh yeah,
It'd
that's
be the
exactly
same
the
thing.
same. Because of course I can walk into a bar without my shirt on, right? Just like men can.
Who can walk into it? Nah, you can't walk into no bar with no shirt on.
So you haven't been to like a beach bar and there's been men with their shirts off and just shorts, or a pool party and the
You talking
men's
about an
been
outside bar?
yeah,
Yeah, I thought you was just talking about like a bar
but
in
still
general.
women can't get their boobs out there.
No, but y'all come up there with those bikinis with the spaghetti straps
Granted,
and
I'm gonna tell you that
thongs
some
and
of these
stuff like
bikini
all in the crack of your
yeah,
derriere.
some of these bikinis don't leave much to the imagination. You know, like it's like
I know.
two little peanut shells and a bloody shoestring. That's it. I wouldn't wear
I
one of them
know.
either. Ladies and
Well,
gents,
to each
now we
his
know
own.
where
I
Richard hangs out on a weekend in the summertime with
no,
shoestring and peanut shell bikinis.
I wish, but unfortunately, no, I don't. But I do. Now, do you guys have public pools?
Public, like a leisure centre?
A what center?
A leisure centre? Or you mean just like a pool out randomly in the park?
Like a community pool,
No.
like a public pool, like
No.
everybody can go to.
Do you have to pay?
Sometimes you do, yeah. But it ain't much though. It's only for the summertime. Like summertime, we have public pools here, so it might you can get like a pool membership, or you can pay like two, three
No,
dollars, and you can swim all day.
we only have pools that are attached to gyms. We used to have one here in my town, funnily enough, an outside pool. You still had to pay. It was nothing but a swimming pool. And it would always be ramshackled. Like you could never get in there. But now they've built a gym attached to it. So it ain't just a swimming pool. But even then, you had to pay. And it was,
Oh man, we had public pools here, and I'm gonna tell you, them is the best things in the world because you can swim all day, and the lifeguards are there, and you have to get out so many times. Now that to me, when I was a kid, I used to enjoy that because, but now as an adult, I really enjoy it because like everybody's in the pool, old, little, young, but then they'll blow the whistle, and everybody has to get out, and for maybe 20 minutes nothing but adults can get in the pool and swim and then they blow a whistle and then you just see all these kids just like jumping into the pool. I love being at the pool. It's like being at the beach, but kind of
I've got to stop you there. Being at a pool is nothing like being at the beach.
it's like being at the beach because you can sit out. You got to find your little spot, just like you got to find your spot on the beach. You find your little spot, have your little chair, and they normally have concession stands there, or you can bring your own lunch and you just sit there all day and just jump in and out of the pool, read a book, do some
Okay, so
writing.
let me ask you, because there's two types of people I find, right? When you go to the beach, you either get those people that pack the lunch, so you pack like a 3-course meal in a hamper, off you go with your packed lunch, or those people who just go with nothing and buy stuff when they're out. Which one are you?
I like to pack my stuff. Oh yeah.
Oh hell no, because I don't like it when it goes stodgy and goes all funny in the sun. So I'm like, if you're going to
But
the
that's why
beach,
you gotta have a cooler.
but
That's why you bring a cooler.
my thing is, if you're going to the beach, that's a day out. So let's have a treat, eat out.
Now you're going to eat out during the day. Sometimes I don't even go to the beach with food because I already ate, and I'm just there. I'm to be honest with you, when I'm in the beach or at the pool, 95% of the time I'm in the water. I'm not even messing around. I'm in the water, and then when I'm on the beach, I'm in the water. I love being in the water, so that's where I'm going to be. So, but you want to have your own beverages and stuff like that. Now at the pool, depending on how I feel, they got a concession stand where you can get all kinds of junk food.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get like chips and juice and sodas and stuff like that. So if I'm going to the public pool, 95% of the time I'm bringing like some bottled water or something light because I don't. And then Now the beach depends. I'm bringing sandwiches and stuff like that because I ain't trying to go nowhere. I'm trying to be right there. But you gotta have a cooler.
Do you have beer?
Ice.
Do you have beer gardens there?
Yes.
Do they get ramshackled in the summer?
Yes. They get ransacked the minute that it's nice outside. Now, can y'all drink on the beach where you're at?
People do, yeah, people do. But the thing that annoys me is a lot of people don't want to pick up their litter after and put it in the bin, so they spoil it for everyone else by just leaving their rubbish,
Yeah.
where they were.
Well, I don't think you're allowed to drink on the beaches here. You can sneak it, but don't get caught.
Obs.
But yeah, I used to bring these. They look like Capri Suns. You know what a Capri Sun is? Like a juice box, but it was full of alcoholic beverages, and they came in a little pouch, and you can freeze them.
Yeah.
Already pre-made. I throw a handful of those in a cooler. Be sitting right there reading a book while the sun leaning, just throw that empty thing in the container and back in the cooler. You
When
good to
you go
go.
when you go to the beach there, do the kids build sandcastles?
My kids don't they ain't build sandcastles. You know what they used to like to do? They used to just like to bury me or
Oh,
bury each
with
other.
just your head showing?
Yeah, they like stuff like that. Or like burying themselves and stuff like that. Sandcastles, we've tried. I think that's just customary to make stuff. But then, you got some perverted people out there that like to make, anatomy parts in the sand.
Boobs.
It is what it is.
Well, all I'm going to say is while we're wrapping up the beach and the sun and the summer, this weather better come back. In fact, let me look on the weather app, because when I looked the other day, it said for the next 9 days, it's going to absolutely chuck it down with rain. But I know sometimes it changes. That'll be a no. Rain, 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 up until it only goes up to next Monday. So not this Monday, the following Monday.
Well, it's nice as I don't know what here right now. So,
well, thanks.
I just don't know how long it's going to last.
Well, if you could share it, that would be great. Send some over here.
Yes, I'm going to send some. Send some. Cold-blooded. So now, you know what we're going to say now to end this Summertime Fun Friday. This is Soph.
Well, we haven't done our series yet, so we're not actually
gonna. I'm so sorry. I forgot all about our series.
Do you know what? Actually, I'm glad you forgot. So I'm glad to see nothing's changed since you've been away. You used to always forget that anyway. So he's definitely back, folks.
That's a part of being human.
All right. So we still want to do our series review. And let me just pause it there, because we do still do our film review for UK radio station. I realised I haven't been, let's both take the blame. We haven't been posting them on our social media. I posted one while Rich wasn't here, and everyone was like, oh my God, he's back. And we were like, oh, I was like, oh, sorry, that was pre-recorded. I am going to start posting them again. Sorry, it's just been a lot going on.
I'm the producer, she's the director. That's how we do things.
Listen, I swear to God, people think we just have a laugh and sit here twice a week and talk rubbish. It's not. There's so much that goes on that people don't realise behind the scenes. But I will gradually put the film reviews back up, because we've watched some bangers. Let's not get it twisted. But on a Friday, we're still going to do a series review. And today we are talking about a series which you said was older one, but I've literally only just watched season 2, and I'm halfway season 1. I'm halfway through season 2. That is The Rookie.
I can't stand The Rookie.
Why?
Because it's about all right, you guys. The show is a series about a older gentleman in his late 40s.
Yeah, he's 44, so yeah, he's definitely old.
He's my age, and he's up here trying to be a cop.
Yeah.
At 44, we're doing a young man's game, and I'm not a big fan.
Why weren't you a fan?
Because they be clowning him. Like the first couple of episodes, they clown him. Like they make it sound like being 44, you can't keep up with the younger generation, which to me is a farce.
But that's the whole point. If you carry on watching, you find out that he not only keeps up, but more or less outdoes them sometimes. You know what I mean? That's the whole point.
Exactly. Which to me, I'm not a fan. And I'm
Okay.
44.
I liked it, but I liked it because it was just light-hearted, easy watching TV. I didn't really get hung up on what it was about. I don't really like cop shops and cop shows, like all this CSI and blah blah blah, all
I
that
do.
malarkey. You see, I ain't into all that crime scene, blah blah blah. But it's light-hearted.
It is lighthearted. I'm gonna say it is a family show. It isn't like,
Oh, that's
it's a
debatable because there's
picture.
some gruesome bits. Like some dude just had his hand cut off for fraudulently taking some gangster's money, and you see it. That ain't child worthy. I'm gonna say teens and adults, not family. Come on now.
I don't know.
Is it
The
still
way
available for
society is
people to
now, I
watch?
can't tell.
Is it still
The way,
available for people to watch there? It's on Sky Atlantic here.
yeah, it's still available here to watch. The Rookie.
All right. Well,
I think it's on a
I know you're
sabbatical.
hating on it, but what are you going to give it out of 5?
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Well, I'm going to
I ain't
give
a
it.
fan.
I'm going to give it a 4. So that gives it a 6 out of 10. Which
That means
actually,
if you're doing laundry and you need to watch something while you're folding your clothes.
but that
Look
is the
at
good
this.
thing about it, because it's that sort of easy watching where you can just have it on in the background and be like, oh yeah, that's good.
Oh
I
yeah,
will
that's what they were
say,
talking about.
I,
I
w-
can simply relate.
I will say, there's no eye candy for me as yet. You know, I mean, I'm halfway through season 2 and there's no eye candy.
None. And there's no eye candy for the men either.
Oh really? I thought the young cop was quite pretty.
No eye candy. And they all dressed in like police
Police
academy
uniform.
uniforms.
Funny that, hey, because they're police officers.
Police academy uniforms.
All right, so that's 6 out of 10. Give it a go-karting, folks. If you've watched it already, comment underneath what you think. I like it. You don't. That's just how the way it works sometimes. We don't always
It
agree.
happens.
Yeah. But one more thing before you jump in and do the ending. Oh, I need to get the...
Yes, ma'am.
The website. Now, last week we mentioned the website and we put it live before we tested it. We like to keep it 100 with you lot, so we're going to be honest. We didn't test it. So I went to order some stuff on Monday thinking, oh, shirts, bags, I'm going to get me a new mug, I'm going to get me them flip-flops, whatever. There was a couple of
kinks.
There was a couple of things that needed ironing out, but let's not get it twisted. We were on it like a car bonnet straight away, bam,
Yeah.
and it is done.
That's
so,
your boys doing.
If anyone out of the USA attempted to order any merch and had problems, it's now fixed. Please don't let it put you off. We'd love for you to have our face in an egg on your t-shirt, or our face in general. Anywhere, on your bag, on your cup, on your hat, whatever, on a cushion. In fact, you can get a pillow and take it to bed with our faces on. Sounds a bit creepy, but it actually looks cool.
You can hold us.
You can squeeze Rich as much as you want. Squeeze them cheeks.
And you can squeeze old Soph over there.
Or in the words of Salty Crutch, who's going to be our guest next week, touch them cheeks.
Touch them cheeks. That's our guests for next Sundays. We're back to doing our guests once a month. You are going to find this young man very interesting. Can't wait to have him on the show.
Cannot wait. Anyway.
All right, again, the website's up and running. If you guys have any ideas on merch you think we should be having our faces on, be sure to let us know.
I'd like to see our faces printed on money, if I can just say that, but
anything is possible.
It's out there now.
Anything is possible.
Get it on them peas.
This is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are
from across
the pond.
at me if you're ready to go. Across the pond with Rich and Soph. Alright, now holla at me if you're ready to go. Across the pond with Rich and Soph. Alright, now holla at me if you're ready to go. Across the pond with Rich and Soph. Alright, now holla at me if you're ready to go. Across the pond with. Oh, I cut it off. Sorry.
See you on Sunday.
Technical.
See you on Sunday, people. See you on Sunday, people.
Yepper.
Yupper.